Hey techies, welcome or welcome back to kaetalkstech. I'm Kay, let's talk tech. So what I want to talk to you about real quick is an H1B visa, and it's $100,000 fee. So what is this whole thing about? So the H1B visa is something that allows foreign talent to be brought into the United States when those talents don't exist in the United States for specialized industries. Technology is considered a specialized industry. So if they need skills that Americans don't have, the H1B visa allows them to bring people from other places to here. Um, Unfortunately, the H1B visa has been very, 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 very extremely abused. It's been going on for, let me see, I first became aware of it in the 90s. So it's been going on for quite some time. I would say, let's say that it's been abused heavily for at least 20 years. Um, what they do is they take a job, they cut the rate in half, and then they put that out to see if anybody wants to take that job. Of course, who wants to take a job for half of what they should make, right? So then they say, oh, we couldn't find anybody. So then they get these H1B visas from allowed from the government, and they bring those people in. So now those people, from what I've seen, there's no, for the most part, they're entry level and intermediate positions, and they've been talked. This has been talked about in the media before, but they bring these people in, and they don't treat them the best. They really don't. Um, Somebody explained to me how they have a stipend to live on. They have to live in a roommate situation, but not as pleasant as most of us would think of roommate situations that we get into under our own volition. And they're paid a lot less, but that lot less is still a lot to them based on what they could make in their home country. So they go through those conditions, trying to get the green card, trying to get a better life for themselves, and sending money home to their families. I was talking to a store owner one time who is Indian. He said, the problem with America is here, one person working, one person eating, but in India, one person working, 10 people eating. So, these people are sacrificing for the good of their family. So you can't be angry at anybody trying to make a better life for themselves, but you can't be angry at the greedy corporations that you helped build. Okay? American citizens, residents, green card holders, people who are here on American land are spending money with those companies who are sending jobs that they could work in overseas and then bringing people in to be in those jobs. There's a lot of other shenanigans going on in the workplace. I've already made a video about that, so you can look at that there. I'm going to try and stick to the H1B because I do have a lot to say about this, and this is the bane of every tech worker's existence. If you've been in tech for any amount of time, you've probably been laid off and your job outsourced or replaced by somebody who's less expensive. A lot of us have watched Indian managers be put in positions and then slowly replace every member of their team with an Indian. So, it's being done deliberately. It just is. In terms of the H-1B visas, corporations use American infrastructure that our tax dollars pay for. Um, they become rich selling their products to us. And so if you really want to support the populations of other countries, why not just go be in that country, sell your products in that country, take your jobs to that country, and, you know, be gone? The $100,000 fee. The $100,000 fee is going to help a little bit, okay? It makes it more expensive, but you know, in tech we say that when you build a product or an application, as soon as you put in some guardrails, people immediately start figuring out how to get around it, and that will be this situation as well. They will figure out how to send more jobs overseas. They already do that. I distinctly remember a very large tech company who took down my channel for pointing out that even though they were the trillion-dollar valuation, they were still closing down jobs in America and reopening them in other countries, Mexico and India to be exact, as a cost-saving measure. That's an exact quote from their CEO. So the $100,000 fee is a good thing for American citizens, but it's not enough. Really, tech should be reclassified because it is no longer a specialty industry. Tech is part of every company. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the H1B visa program needs to end. It just does. I'm sorry, because the people that are being brought in are not these great minds that no one in this country understands what they do. There could be a few of those, but it's not 10,000 of them needed in a single company. Okay, if you research H1B visas, just it's not even much of research. You could just Google H1B top companies holding H1B visas. There are 5 that pop up. And the top one has over 10,000. So let's say they all have around that number. Then that's 10,000 jobs right there. Okay? You can look for how many H1B visas were issued in 2024. It's a ridiculous number. I'll look it up and try to add it to the video. You guys know I don't really believe in editing videos, so but I'll try to do that. Yeah, the H1B is not good for Americans, and I don't know. After you continue pushing down, you continue making Americans be unemployed, and then you're cutting the salaries, and you're cutting the consulting rates. Who's going to buy your products? You think those same people that you brought here on H1Bs are going to buy your products in their country? They're not. Okay. The greed is, companies only do as much as they're forced to do. So we're going to need some legislation. So very quickly, I want to tell you that I have a product. In case you missed my webinar a couple of weeks ago, I have the AI Tools Jumpstart cheat sheet available via Eventbrite. I'll put that in the description box. I am offering $25 short form career consultations. I'll put that link in the description box as well. I will make another video to tell you what specifically we can do about this situation, because we definitely have to do something. I'm going to end the video here because I'm running out of time. But yeah, like the video, share the video, follow the channel, and then come back here and let's talk tech again. Bye.